Hi, my name's Kiri. I'm 27 years of age and I've cheated on every single one of my girlfriends. Come a bit closer, did you hear what I fucking said? Every single girl I've ever dated, I've cheated on her. I've gone behind her back and fucked another girl. I've emotionally cheated. I've texted another girl. I've even showed her to her face that I cheated. That's just what so many people have experienced during their life. You hear these phrases. Oh, men are cheaters. Men are trash. And to cut a very, very long story short, most men are actually trash. Most men are actually bad people. Most men are like pathetic to be in a relationship with and have no value to offer. However, most women are actually trash. Most women are pathetic. Most women have no value to offer, and most women you would struggle to be in a long-term, healthy, happy relationship with. Most, yeah. Are there beautiful and amazing men and women? Yay! What do they say? Good men go with good women and bad men go with bad women. Yay! I completely and utterly agree with that statement. The people who have value to offer, the people that have done work on themselves, the people that actually understand long-term relationships and partnerships deserve to be together. So many women do not understand men. I'm sorry to say. For us guys, most of us are retards anyways. It takes us years to understand women. But at least there's stuff online and there's like videos and we all take notes and all this shit. Guys that watch me, cool. But most women don't even understand men. Why would you understand men when you're the one being pursued? Guys go up to women. Girls do not go up to men. That is why they don't need to know how to dress or how to pursue a girl or do this and all these stuff that guys learn. How game and push, pull and negging, all this fucking red pill shit. All this stuff, women don't need to know it because they simply exist and guys come to them. The biggest thing I've seen time and time again when women don't understand men, the number one thing is they don't understand a man's timeline. They don't understand what men go through typically from a young age and when they get older and why they have these beliefs and why they act like this at a certain age. They don't understand the difference in value between a woman who's 18 and a man who's 18. But Kiri, they're the same thing. No, they're not. By society, by human level and common things, cool. But by society, as we know, editors will put this graph, an 18-year-old woman is much more desirable than an 18-year-old guy. They don't understand that when guys hit 30, if they've done work, or as they get later on 25, 26, as the ages go by, the results are exponential. They don't understand these things because what women like in guys, dominance, most of the majority, dominance, masculine, assertiveness, protect to provide, leadership, confidence, money, status, whatever. These things take years to go. And what guys like in girls, femininity, beauty, don't be a hoe, is very easy to obtain. As they say, women get their value up front, and for men, they get it later on in life if they've worked hard. If you want to get girls like this and transform your life today, join my school. Top link in the description below. When it comes to cheating, it's put simply. Women have to choose a partner who is at the right stage of their life to want this. Do you understand? It doesn't have to be they're 40 and now they're mature. Some 40-year-olds aren't. Some 20-year-olds are. It's all dependent on numerous factors and things they've been through. Maybe the religious guy who hasn't been with any girls, is saving himself for marriage, would be more of a serious candidate than the 40-year-old who for 20 years got no bitches and is still enjoying and having fun. They don't understand that if a man really wants to be committed, it has to be at the right time. It's not about you and, you know, all this shit like, oh, I met the perfect one, I dropped everyone. Okay, cool. You met the perfect one and you got into a relationship. Cool, but why is your eyes still wandering on that girl? Why are you slowing your car down when that hot girl walks past? Why are you going on porn sites? Why are you trying to message other girls when you got the perfect one? Because truly, as a man, if you're being honest, truly, you're not at that stage yet because you haven't got it out your system. Now, let me explain. This out your system thing doesn't mean to go and fuck bare girls. It doesn't mean to go and be a hoe and do this. It does mean to experience what having high value in society is like. The majority of young guys are invisible. 1 in 3 guys are virgins and or haven't had sex in the last year below the age of 30, or is it 25, something like that. No one gets any pussy. No one even gets recognized. That is why status is such a big thing more for guys, because they get the respect from other people, the guys, and they get the girls that they've always desired. If a guy hasn't got it out his system, if a guy hasn't experienced or felt like they're being desirable, like the girls always get from young because they're pretty, right? Majority of them obviously. If they haven't had this experience and they haven't had this thing, in my opinion, I don't think these guys will ever truly be focused on one girl. I've slept with 10 girls in the last few months. Have I ever cheated? No, because I'm honest to every single one of them. And I said at the right time, when I've been through this phase, because this is what I want to do in my life, I will be committed to one girl and one girl only, and I will close that door and I will close it shut and I will focus on my family, because that's most important. I just have to go through this time and this development and this even ego, if you like to call it, or being at the top, or this experience or these stories to tell, or being like the man. You have to go through this, or at least experience, if you don't want to be a hoe, like experience what it's like to be at the top, or the fruits of your labor, or to experience what it's like to be even desired by people, to even be like respected by people, desired by those girls. You don't have to fuck those girls, but you know those girls are interested. To get to that stage takes a lot of time, because no guys ever experience it. That is why these guys, when they hit 30 and they finally get to that point, maybe 35, and now they're the man, they're in shape, they've got a bit of money, things are looking good for them. Now when they are committed to a girl and their wife's 30 and that hot smoking 18-year-old comes by, 20-year-old, 25-year-old comes by, and they're looking at her and they're like, oh, she's actually interested in me now. This is the first time this has happened. Guys won't tell you this because they don't tell you the truth. This is not to girls, it's just in general. I'm an honest person. The only way you're going to know if a guy's not going to cheat, you need to understand his journey. You need to understand, has he experienced time at the top? Is he still looking for that validation? Is he truly secure in himself? Has he been with some girls? Maybe not fucked, but like, has he been desired by women? Has he got that out of his system? And number 2, is he at the right stage of his life? Is everything together? If he's 35 and he's done all these things and he's got the women out of the way, but he's still going partying and doing crack cocaine, obviously it's hard to have a long-term partner like that. Are they stable? Are they settled? All the things that women look for on the surface, but you need to understand the man's story. You need to understand the man's journey. You need to understand the man's pain. And then truly, you can't guarantee ever, but if you know his character and understand his past, to understand his mind today and understand his present, you can know his future, and you can know and you can get the feeling. You're never going to proper know, but you can get the feeling if he's going to cheat or not. It's a feeling because you connect so deeply and you've known each other for a very, 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 very long time to know that this is the right person that's not going to do your family like that. I will never cheat in my life, ever. When I was in a relationship before, I would look at girls I wanted to, but I never could do it. And I see all these girls and I'm open and honest that I fuck other girls at the same time because I'm not a cheater. I'm better than the guy who's in a relationship and goes behind the girl's back because they can't keep their word. I've always kept my word and I've always been honest. You can think I'm a scum, but you can never say I'm a cheater. Any questions, let me know. Always here. Thank you.